Welcome to my first video in my new 4-part series called Rhythms That Keep Me Grounded. In this series, I'll be sharing my real life routine and systems that help bring peace and structure to my home. From how I organize my week, to my cleaning routine, how I plan my meals and meal prep, and how I reset when life gets a little off track. My goal isn't perfection. It's creating a system that keeps me grounded and makes room for peace, rest, and grace in the middle of real life. So today we're going to start with the routine that holds everything else together, how I structure my week. Let's get into it. I've always been someone who thrived on structure and routine, just one of those type A personalities, but it became even more important once I started staying home. In between playing with my daughter, developmental activities, and managing her naps, I was also trying to clean, plan, basically do everything else all at once at the same time. It was unorganized, frustrating, draining, and to be quite honest, just plain stressful. So around the time when my daughter was about 4 or 5 months old, I started experimenting with a bunch of different routines. So over the last 8 to 9 months, I've created, tested, tweaked countless number of routines and systems. I finally think I found one that works best for us. It's by no means anywhere near perfect, but it's the closest thing to perfect that I'm gonna get with a toddler. So let's get into the nitty gritty, my weekly routine. So essentially, I like to front load my week to try to better manage my energy because by Wednesday afternoonish, I get that midweek slump and I start to lose steam. And from that point, everything else goes downhill until basically Friday and kind of starting the weekend. Here's what an ideal week looks like for us. Sunday. Sunday, I don't do any cleaning whatsoever. Even if I fell behind the week before and there's laundry that still needs to be done, part of it is a conscious decision, but also the other part of it is just kind of, I just want to relax. I know that I still have the week. Basically, it's still going to be there. Uh, It's just a reset day. Just relax, don't do anything. Sunday dinner, I will cook enough for us to be able to have leftovers so I don't have to worry about cooking during the week. So, Sunday, relax, go to church, cook dinner. Monday is really kind of the beginning of the week for me. So I will clean all of downstairs. And that sounds like a lot, but our house isn't that big. It's only about 1,300 square feet. So that's the kitchen, the dining room, living room. We have a half bath, and that's pretty much it. So I will clean downstairs, and then also Monday is therapy day. So I usually will have my therapy appointments on Monday. Tuesday is library day. So that's the day that we go to the library. They have what they call baby time from literally anywhere from newborn up to 18 months. And they play, have story time, do nursery rhymes, just interactive. It's an opportunity for Yaya to get around other kids. And so we've been doing that for probably about 2 months now. And so she's grown and developed really well in playing with others, sharing, being gentle. So she really enjoys that, and I really enjoy that for her. On the cleaning side, I do really like cleaning just because it's a busy day, and I will just change the sheets on our bed and in Yaya's bed, and then change out our bath towels. Wednesday, I will clean upstairs, which is the master bedroom and bathroom, and then Yaya's bathroom and her bedroom. And that's pretty much it as far as cleaning. Now, by this point, like I said, I tend to lose steam after this day. So the bulk of the heavy lifting as far as cleaning is done. Downstairs is done, upstairs is done. We've got new sheets and towels. The rest of the week, it's just more light type cleaning. So it's really not a big deal if I'm not able to get to it. So that's the cleaning side. The other side, which is partly socialization for Yaya and also really just a break for me, is Mommy Hack, which thanks to Jason, my husband, is we got a membership at the YMCA. They will provide childcare up to 2 hours. I don't go to work out. I go to be able to just literally have a 2 hour break. That's it. So Thursday, when it comes to cleaning, it's another light day. We're really just worried about dusting, mopping, and vacuuming. I did not say sweeping because we bought a Roomba about a month and a half ago, so that takes care of the floor downstairs. Now I will need to sweep in the 2 bathrooms upstairs, but upstairs is carpet, so that's the vacuuming. Friday is grocery pickup day. So our grocery store is HEB. I will submit the order typically on Thursday so it can be ready to be picked up on Friday. And then if there's any miscellaneous errands that we need to get done, then I will do that on Friday or doubling back to Wednesday. Sometimes I'll do it on Wednesday because we don't have anything during the day. We just go to the Y in the early evening, late afternoon. Saturday, Jason and I will prep lunch for the coming week and then dinner for Monday. And same thing, cook enough to where there's leftovers. So we'll eat it on Monday and then eat it on Wednesday. So there's no cooking during the middle of the week as long as we've done what we're supposed to do on the weekend. So that is my weekly structure. So I will usually work out in the morning before my daughter wakes up. So on Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, I'll wake up at 6 a.m. We have a gym at home, so I'll do strength training on those days. And then we will walk the neighborhood, do a couple of laps after she's had breakfast. But that's more of like a leisurely walk just to get her outside, some fresh air and sunlight. On Wednesdays, I'll sleep in, and then that's my cardio day. We'll still walk, but I walk more intentionally, get my heart rate up. Like I'm actually sweating, but that's my cardio day. So Monday through Friday is when I will exercise. Nap time. So my daughter takes 2 naps, morning and afternoon. The morning nap is where I will shower, get dressed, and then there's some light tasks that I will need to get done that I will reserve for that. So create the grocery list or submit the grocery order or work on the family budget, things like that, where it's something simple that I can do while just sitting down because I don't really do anything labor intensive until later on in the day. Now, when it comes to her afternoon nap, that's the time that I reserve to just relax. I will typically end up folding a load of laundry during that time, but I'm watching a podcast or essentially that's it. I will just watch podcasts. That's basically what I do. But as far as the housework that I laid out previously, is I try to make sure I have all of that done by the time she goes down for her afternoon nap so I can relax. And I give myself an hour. Like sometimes I'll even literally set a timer. And once that hour is done, whatever I didn't get done, I'll catch it next week. Sometimes my perfectionism will kick in and I'll go an extra like 10-15 minutes, especially if I'm like that close to finishing whatever the task is. But I'm still trying to work on when the time is up, it's up. So, so evenings is one of those areas that I have not mastered. I don't really have a consistent routine or really a routine at all for that matter. My intentions are once I put Yaya down to go ahead, shower, brush my teeth, wash my face, and put my pajamas on. Like just get ready for bed. Her bedtime is about 8:30, just depending on the day. So sometimes that happens, sometimes that doesn't. Continuing with that theme of inconsistency, sometimes we're intentional with turning off the bright lights, like your regular light that I have on now. And then we have several lamps with red light, which helps simulate sunsets. So your body can kind of start winding down and realizing, oh, okay, it's nighttime, it's time to get ready for bed. So sometimes we do that, sometimes we don't. Sometimes I'll wear blue light blockers if I still need to use my phone. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes we're in bed and asleep by 10:30. Sometimes we're not. So that's one of the hardest areas for me to have a consistent routine for. But working on it. So this routine really gets executed perfectly once, maybe every 5 to 6 weeks. And I'm perfectly okay with that because essentially there's not going to be a perfect week every week. There's always going to be something. Last week I wasn't feeling well. The week before, Yaya wasn't feeling well. 2 weeks from now, we're going to be going out of town getting ready for Thanksgiving. She has doctor's appointments. I had a hair appointment. Like, there's going to be stuff happening all the time. So, really, I just use it as a framework. It's just progress over perfection, give myself grace, and just still be able to utilize this as something that helps ground me when the week doesn't go as planned. So I'm still learning to invite God in every part of my day, if I'm being honest, and not just the quiet time that I have carved out for us in the morning. I don't want to sit, read, study, whatever, and then say, okay, see you tomorrow, bye. Like, that's not the kind of relationship that I want to be able to have with God. I want to be able to, without thinking and just habit, be able to talk to him throughout the day. So whether it is during the laundry, during the meal prep, during the errands, whatever it is, that I have him with me every single part of the day because I need him in every single second of the day. I can't just compartmentalize and stick him on the shelf. There's no way that I'm going to be a good stay-at-home mom or wife without him. So I hope this gave you a somewhat realistic glimpse into my week as a stay-at-home mom, and maybe even encourage you to create your own routine and rhythms that better help you manage your energy, your time, and all of your responsibilities. In my next video, I will share how I plan our meals. Right now, I'm experimenting with planning meals for the entire month instead of week by week, and then how that flows over into grocery shopping and meal prepping. And like I said, I don't do any cooking during the middle of the week typically. And so, what that process looks like and entails. So, if you're trying to find your footing and feeling unorganized and frustrated and disoriented, just remember structure cannot save you, but it can support you. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, remember, be present, not perfect. Bye.